Hey there, crafty friends. Happy Friday. It's Hannah at the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana, and it's time for our What's New Today. Today we got in 2 orders. They don't seem like huge orders, but really they kind of are. We just restocked our Marvy Le Pen section. Now, we do have a whole new display still on special order. It didn't ship yet, but we actually got two of the new colors in for Marvy. So Marvy has a great line of pens, and they've been in the industry for years, and they have a line called Le Pen that we absolutely love. It's got fine liners and also flex pens. We redid the whole display, every single color of Le Pen, and then they added new ones. They just did these great little earth tone colors, and not all of those shipped yet, but we did get 2 of the earth tones. So I've got great Marvy Le Pens. I've got some new paint pens for you guys too, gem picks, and then we have a small little restock and a few new items from the warehouse as well. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to get started, show you a little bit of what's going on the table. So we've got a great little restock here and some new stuff. And then we've got all these great Marvy pens as well that came in. So I've got a little bit of scrap paper over here. So we're going to check out some pens. I'm going to try and do this one-handed and left-handed and right-handed and check out the colors here. So Marvy does one called a flex pen. So a flex pen has this great, it's not a brush tip, but compared to the other Marvy tips in the Le Pen line, this is a normal Le Pen. That's a great little fine line marker. This is actually one of our new colors. It's fluorescent blue. Look how pretty, getting camera. Look how pretty this one is. So fluorescent blue. That is a new color for us. And then the flex pen. Now the flex pens are neat because you can do a fine little line, but you can also push it and make it a little thicker. So then you can, if you kind of do that brush lettering, which I know not everybody knows how to do that, but kind of that bouncy brush. And I don't really know how to do that, but I'm just going to fake it like I do. I'm going to pretend. So you can do that with a little flex pen. So that's the flex tips compared to a regular fine line. We restocked our black and we also restocked red. We also, in a flex, we have navy, regular blue, teal. Teal is really pretty. Let me show you teal. So this is the flex teal. Isn't that a pretty color? So we've got teal in the flex still in stock. Oh, and then we also got a new color for us, which is called sepia. So flex in a sepia. It is basically a brown, but it's not like just a chocolate brown. So just trying to write a couple different ways so you can see how the flex tips work. So got that. And then we also still have an amethyst color in the flex. Oh, looks like Clara pulled us some other fun stuff. Since we're talking pens, she pulled us some Nuvo Aqua Shimmers. Aqua Shimmers have a great little brush tip to those. So after you're doing lettering, you could go back through and add some shimmer to your letters. So we've got Aqua Shimmers here. With our zebra pens, we also do the click pens in a 3-pack in black. So we've got those here. Love these. And also the Stardust pens. Now the Stardust pens, again, are really fun because after you've done some of your lettering, this Stardust pen, all that it does is it gives you a little bit of shimmer. Nothing else, just a little bit of shimmer. See if I can pull it out. Let's see if it's got a little protector on the top. And then you could come through with your lettering and you can add little highlights to it. So you can do that with your fun little clear Stardust pens. I lost my cap. There we go. So there's Stardust pens there. And then we've also got the Wink of Stella. This one is a clear Wink of Stella. So same thing, just a little bit bigger. That way you can add that fun little brush of shimmer to your items. We've also got some fun, we restocked some of our 49 and Market rub-on alphabets. We restocked those Swooshy, Mr., and Farmhouse. So these are little rub-ons. So that's a great way, since we're talking about lettering and stuff today, you can kind of mix your fonts there a little bit. All right, so these are part of the earth tones. So we've got beige and also coral peach. So these are going to be really fun, especially if you like to do any kind of adult coloring books. Here's coral peach. Look how fun that one is. So those are two of the earth tone colors. And I know when we were checking these in, we're like, oh, these are going to be great for skin tones as well too. So if you got smaller things that you're trying to color. Now, I would not color like my stamped images in, but if you need to kind of touch up, highlight some things, or if you have already cut it out and you just want to add in some little accents on something, that one of your die cuts, these are going to be great for that. So beige and coral peach. If you've already asked us to pull one each of all of the new earth tones, we'll probably wait till they're all in instead of just sending you two and then getting ourselves confused. But if you didn't ask for that, well, you can now. But otherwise, we can just do beige and coral peach individually right now. Now, for the fine liners, oh my gosh, look at all the great colors that we have here. New for us colors, friends, are fluorescent yellow, fluorescent orange, fluorescent green, fluorescent violet, fluorescent pink, and that fluorescent blue. So those were all new for us. We have not had those in before. I want to pull a couple of those because I want to see how bright they really are. I have not played with these before. So this is the fluorescent yellow. Oh my gosh, it is fluorescent yellow. Look how fun that one is. Oh my goodness. So if you have little younger, look how fun that color is. That is a great one. Oh my gosh. I loved, of course, you know, being a young child of the 80s, always loved my fluorescent colors. So here's orange. Look how fun those are. So you can do fun little things with those. And we've got the fluorescent green is also a new one. Fluorescent violet. Ooh, that's a pretty purple. Isn't that one pretty? I wouldn't necessarily consider that one fluorescent, but it's super cute. Then we already did the blue. And then here's, ooh, I like fluorescent pink too. So there are those. So 6 new fluorescent colors. Stand my little display up here. We were stocking it, so it was a little bit easier to do it laying down. Please don't all fall out. All right, look how great this display is. All right, I'm just going to kind of go through some of the ones that we've also got this great coral pink color in. Now, actually, I'm lying. These are all new for us too. These are their pastels. We haven't had the pastels in our packs before either. So fluorescents are all new for us. And then also that next column, those are all the pastels. So we've got, this one is coral pink. I'm going to do coral pink up next to coral peach. Oh yeah, they're definitely different. There's the coral pink one. That one's really pretty. So that's part of the pastels. So the pastels are coral pink, pastel peach. I'm going to do pastel peach next to beige. I like that color too. Aren't those pretty? Oh my gosh. If you are a journaler or you've got a planner that you do, how fun are these? This next one is just yellow. Ooh, that's a really pretty yellow. So there's yellow. And again, this is one of our new ones. This one, ooh, this one's called peppermint. Peppermint's a good one too. That's one of the new pastels. Then we've got pale blue. Now let's do pale blue down here by fluorescent blue. Yep, they are different. So pale blue. And then the next one that we got in that was new is called Wisteria. So there's Wisteria. So a little bit lighter than the fluorescent violet. So those are our newer colors. And then, oh my gosh, seriously, look at all these great colors. Magenta, pink, light blue, red, burgundy, blue. Oop, these are flex ones in here. We accidentally started to stock the flex ones in the wrong one. So whoops, pull those out. Orchid, pale mauve, mustard, lavender. They did change packaging on lavender. Lavender's color matches this barrel better. I think that's why they changed the packaging, because it was deceiving. Lavender was darker than that. It's a really pretty color. Let's see, oriental blue, orange, brown, teal, periwinkle, jade green, sepia, amethyst, green, dark gray, black, olive green, light green, and navy. Whew, isn't that a beautiful sight? That makes me so excited. So there are our Le Pens. So new Le Pens there. If there were any particular colors that you're like, ooh, even though it's a restock color, can you show me what it looks like? I can definitely do a little swipe for you. Hey there, Miss Barb. Fluorescent purple for you, Debbie. You've got it. Thank you, ma'am. Pulling one of those for you. You will love that. I have teacher handwriting. Oh, and I was writing quick, so thank you. Oh, Babs just paid her bill, and you need all the pastels. We will get those pulled for you, Miss Babs. I need to put a little cheat sheet up here for the girls so they know these are the pastels. Melanie, I know you're here tomorrow. This rack here, those are all pastels. So if you guys do get to that, that's your pastel row, okay? Fluorescents, pastels, and then it goes into the new ones, because the fluorescents and the pastels we hadn't had before. Moving on down the road here. Now, you have seen these great paint pens before. So I have showed you these paint pens. Here's a silver right here. I've showed you the paint pens when we are doing our wax seals. These are great for picking at the dimension on your wax seals, but I also love them for going down the edge of your paper. That way you've got this great little, almost like leafing edge. Makes it look like you did an extra layer of paper in there. Now, these are paint, so you're gonna shake it, and then you're just gonna push down a couple times to prime it. So whoever gets copper, just know if yours is started. Oh, I should start with, I'm doing copper because we haven't had copper before. So this was a new one. If you've gotten your paint pens from me, you have not had copper. We've got rose gold restocked, gold restocked, silver restocked, but we have not had copper before. Come on, copper. Patience is a virtue. I do not have patience. Well, hi. How are you? You heard me making messes over here? There, it's coming. So you just got to kind of, now once you get the paint flowing, you shouldn't have to keep depressing it very often. And it's starting to flow, but it's not quite there yet. But what I like to do is I love to take a ruler right here on the edge, okay, this side, and this is the edge of my paper. I just can't do a ruler and do this all one-handed. Let's see if my paper's long enough that I can hold it and still do my edge. And then I just run this along the edge of my card, the edge of my paper. I saw a couple of you have shared that you've done this on the edge of your bookmarks to give it a true kind of leafed edge. These are a calligraphy tip. So if you know how to do calligraphy, I mean, you can actually write with these as well too. These will work on dark paper as well. And again, I love them for my wax seals. So we've got, oh, did they deliver my Walmart order? Oh, that's what that was. Okay. I just got a little notice that I got a Walmart order. My mom said I need to get Cindy some supplements. She needed some little supplements. So they were in my Walmart order I had delivered today. She's so worried about her. She had a little bit of, cat puke the other day. And she's like, I think she's having a hard time digesting. So you need to get her some. So I ordered her what my mom said. So we've got rose gold, new color for us, copper, gold, and silver all restocked. So those are restock colors. And then the new one, copper. Well, hey, Miss Amy, welcome in today. Once again, I haven't changed the way I come in and do my lives, but yet my comments aren't showing up the way they should. So I just saw rose gold paint pen, please. You've got it. And a silver one. Thank you, Miss Paula. Put those to the side there. Moving on down my row here. We got in new jewel pickers, but they improved the jewel pickers, friends. Look, it's got a bigger surface to it. So it's going to be a lot easier to pick up your gems. And it's kind of flat. It's like got a diamond shape almost to it. So it's got a great, larger flat area. I'm just picking up a little bit of probably Cindy fuzz that she threw on the floor. But these are great. They work on diamond dots as well. But you can pick up your gem, put it where you need to. But you saw I also picked up a little piece of paper. So if you've got small die cuts, this will also pick up your small die cuts. I hear paper rustling behind me, so I know Cindy's into something. So we've got new jewel pickers from Marvy. So that is it's a restock, but it's a different shape for us. So a shape that we did not have before. Then we restocked our permanent ones. All colors of the paint pens. You've got it, Miss Babs. Thank you. So for the permanent ones, permanents are basically, these are like a Sharpie marker. Just a little nicer, I think. They're going to write on most plastics, metal, rubber, paper, porcelain, leather, wood, and more. With these, we got in 2 different tips for them. We got in I think this one's called the fine tip, and let me check the other one. Nope, different box. Thought my boxes were in the same. Here we go. So we've got 2 different tips here. One is fine and the other one is extra fine. So this is permanent, and then extra fine. And then this is permanent, just in a fine. So you can kind of see the difference on those. Fine and extra fine. Love these. Again, they're like a Sharpie. So a great little marker there. If you end up getting both, you do have a little picture on the cap that shows you which size is which, because I just had to make sure that I put the right cap on the right marker. And even though these are permanent, whenever you put them on a slick surface, you can just take them off with rubbing alcohol. So in case you ever get permanent marker where it's not supposed to be, rubbing alcohol will take that permanent off. So that's a way to get them off of any surface you did not want them on. We have had these before, but we have not had the permanent in the ultra fine. So the ultra fine, I've been needing a Cindy fuzz picker upper. I totally get that. She's always got, like, what I love to do is I even put little price tags on the tables and leave them there, and she works at it for days trying to get that price tag off the table. Cracks me up. New jewel pickers. I see Adrienne and Wendy wanted one, and Cynthia wanted one. Thank you. Hey, Cynthia, while I've got you here, we were working on the travel diaries mini books, and I don't know, I haven't checked the schedule, or not the schedule. I haven't checked the spreadsheet again, but the girls did a quick once through. Did you want a travel diaries mini book? I know you normally want the mini books. We pulled kind of our first go through special orders on the spreadsheet, and they said your name wasn't on there. So I haven't gone through and looked specifically by name, but just wondering if you needed that or not. Next one is a drawing pen. These, if you like micron pens, these are like a micron. So this is a drawing pen. I just like these because I love this like 0.8 size. I love that. I love 0.8s and I love 0.5s. I think they are super great. So we've got, here is the 0.8s. And did I do a 0.5 too? A lot of times I do a 0.5. I did. No, I did not. This next one is a Le Pen pigment. So a pigment pen is a little bit different. It's very archival safe and it's got great lasting quality. So this is a pigment in a Le Pen. So there's that one. And I think the pigment, does it write on like slicker different surfaces? I kind of forget sometimes what all the, I remember at the show I ordered pigment for a certain reason. And now I forget why. I almost have to pull out the book. No, it's rubbing off on that. I'll have to figure out why I specifically ordered the pigment one. There was a reason though. Something good about the pigment. So that is our Marvy order so far. So we've got, oh, I forgot to show you guys this, but we've got the flex pens here, a couple little restocks, 2 new colors, no display yet, coral peach and beige. Le Pens, all restocked. These are the colors we already had. The fluorescents are all new for us. The pastels are all new for us. And then I'll kind of just hover in case you want to do a screenshot and then circle the colors you need to fill in or whatever's low for you. Then we also got in more paint pens, our metallic ones, rose gold, copper, gold, and silver, jewel picks, the 0.8 on the drawing pens, and then permanent and fine, ultra fine, and also pigment pens. Then what I was like, ooh, so excited about, I forgot. I ordered in blank bookmarks. So we have got some blank bookmarks now that you can watercolor, you can stamp and color. They're a nice heavy weight. These are probably like 120 pounds, 130 pounds, maybe even a little bit more. I think they were 340 GSMs, and I don't know what that converts to, but you're gonna get 10 in a pack for $3.49, so like 35 cents each. That's really good. So we've got packs of 10 on little bookmarks. Now they're kind of an off-white cream color. I'm going to try and find brighter white ones. They were listed as white, and what I got in, this definitely is not bright white. It is kind of an off-white, you know, kind of a lighter cream color. And I did put that on the description on the website as well too, just so nobody thinks they're getting white ones. My description said white. That is not white, but we've got bookmarks, packs of 10s. So that is new for us. And then we've got some restocks. So we restocked those beautiful gold flowers. We also restocked the little gotcha tool. This is like a little desk stand that will hold your metal dies while you're working. That way they don't get lost on your desk. These we have not had in yet, so we've gotten that great new basketball line from Memory Place. We also can get 6x6 pads of those as well. So we had somebody special request the basketball in 6x6, so we just got those in. This is a brand new one for us. All in Create. They've got a really neat new release that's got all these great little film strips in it. And I know we showed one the other day. That was a really neat film strip. Well, this is a different one. This is DI119 called Film Tangle. And I don't know why I'm opening it up because we looked the other day and it's exactly what's on the cover. I just like seeing it in real life. I think it makes a difference. Oh, struggle bus. Here we go. Look how cool this thing is. Is this not fun? It's got little drips on it. Kind of grungy. This would be, you know, fun. So if you're doing cards, okay, if you're mainly a card maker, think how fun this would be on the cover of a card. And then you could stamp little sayings in each one. You could find your fun little critters and put a little critter in each one. If you did the lawn fawn, like the new mice that are kind of doing art, that would be super cute with this one. Or even the little building ones would be fun on here too. If you're doing a scrapbook page or a mini book, you could put little die cuts in here. You could put small pictures in here as well. So I think this one is really, really neat. Again, that one is DI119 Film Tangle. So that's a fun, neat one. Another one of our Magical Fuchsias. And at this point, we are caught up on all the special orders and pre-orders on these. So we can actually bust this one apart. So if you would like individual pieces, we can do that on this one for sure. So we've got the Magical Fuchsia press plate. We've got the Magical Fuchsia layered stencils. We've got the embossing folder. And we have just the die by itself. So we can definitely bust this one apart if you want those individual. Graphite paper. This is like if you're doing wood crafts or you're doing any kind of stencil work, painting a sign, and you need to transfer an image or an outline. So we sell graphite paper. So graphite paper back in stock. Someone asked for a diamond plate the other day. So it looks like metal, that diamond plate metal. This one's by Lisa Horton. It's called Deck Plate. So this is coming in as a special request, but I do have extras going to the shelf. So that one is a new one for us. Another new item for us. So Miss Sharon Sabo, if you are watching, I know we had talked the other day. You were asking if I was going to be getting anything. The bookmarks can go with the tassels you bought. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Thank you, Pam. It's exactly what I was thinking. So we've got this great stencil set from Vicki Boutin. This one is called Stitched Florals. Film die. Ooh, green goo drops for Halloween. Yes, that would be a fun one for Halloween. So think how fun this would be cut in black. Okay, and then come back through maybe with your metallic markers and do a little bit of ooze just along the bottom, a little bit along the top. Wouldn't that be fun? Come back through with a green metallic marker. I think that would be really, really cool. Give it a little bit of ooze there. Of course, if you do it in white, you could do any color then. Oh, and then you could take your glossy accents and put that on top of it to make it kind of, really sheen and shiny on those. I think this one's got a lot of fun possibilities. So let's check out the Vicki Boutin stencils. You're going to have 4 stencils in your pack. You can tell Linda's not here anymore. Nothing is ever open. Linda, if you're watching, nobody opens anything for me nowadays. I think they just like watching me struggle. They love it. Oh, how much is the gotcha tool? Those, I think, are 10. Maybe 15. Melanie, can you jump over to another screen and just price check this? Or you can actually put on your purchase order too and just delete it off. We're checking for you. We need a commercial break. Oh, you guys can't see what's in that box. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're 20. Sorry. 23. I was wrong on that one. Totally wrong. I think we used to get an old one from Crafter's Companion, and that one was 10. This one is 23. 23 bucks for on this one. Yes, but this is what we're checking in. Look at that. A little sneaky peek. And then look at that. She has taken over. We have moved these boxes 3 times today, and no matter where we move them, she has to, put her little butt on top of them. Oh, you're going to stretch and show them how pretty you are? Mm-hmm. All right, so the little gotcha tools, 23. Let's price check these two. Do you mind? While we're here, will you price check this one? I know it's okay. So I'm going to show you this one next, and I know everybody's going to be asking that one. I think I know what these are. I think they're dirt cheap. Yep, they're dirt cheap. Okay, so I will show you that one in a second. That one's going to be a fun one. All right, so next we've got that Vicki Boutin stencil set. Let's check these out. So they're called Stitched Florals. So there is stencil number 1 in there. Ooh, this one's cool. Stencil number 2. That one's fun too. Stencil number 3. And stencil number 4 has kind of 2 different designs on that one. And again, they come in that great little classic Sizzix super tough plastic envelope. You've got holes on here too. That way, if you've got any kind of tool, apparatus, whatever that has the little pegs, you could put these into those pegs then too, and it'll hold it into place for you. So that's a good one there. Google says, thank you. Google says Pigment Le Pen is good for left-handed writing as quick drying and smudge proof. Good for thin paper and no bleed through. Thank you. They also had something on their sign that it was talking about too. And I do not remember what it was, but I was like, ooh, then I really need to check that out. Now I need to go back and look what is in the box. I know I showed you a little sneak peek. I wasn't really looking at what my phone was pointing at. So I'm like, oh man, sometimes I get myself in trouble that way. All right, so do I still have the 80 scrapbook kit, or was that pre-ordered? That's a pre-order, Babs. Yes, that is coming. I did get a big bill from Sizzix the other day. And so basically when my credit card gets charged, that is my way of knowing my order is being moved to the warehouse and it's getting ready to ship soon. All right, these little bowls are $4.39. It is a collapsible water bowl from Ranger. This is one of Diane Reevely's. So it pops up. So you've got this great little water bowl that you can keep at your table, at your desk. It collapses so it can go flat into your drawer when you're done with it. Notice how it's got all this little texture on the bottom. That is so whenever you put your brush in, it cleans your brush. How cool is that? So $4.39. Now, as we were picking them out of the box, one of the girls was like, why did you order dog bowls? I'm like, what? They're like, it looks like one of those little dog water bowls. I'm like, you know what? That is a great idea for this thing. So yes, I know it's a craft supply, but if you go to the pet store, I'm pretty sure the little collapsible bowls are way more than $4.39. So if you need a little travel bowl just to keep in your car for emergencies, so you've got a little pet dish in there, this little guy is going to be perfect. Now, my Phoebe, this would not go very far for her, but you know what? If we're in an emergency situation and I've got a couple bottles of water, well, if I'm pouring it, she's not going to be able to get a lot of it, but I can still put water in here and she could drink from this, not waste as much, and I could fill it up. If you've got a smaller dog, it's going to be perfect. But I'm like, that is such a great way that we could use these as well too. But just in our craft room, it's going to be a great little collapsible. I just like playing with it too, as you can tell, as I keep collapsing it over and over and over again. So just a fun little collapsible bowl that you can keep there for your paintbrushes, mixed media stuff. So we just got those in. That was brand new. Just shipped from Ranger. Restock here. One Perfect Day. This is a wedding-ish line from 49 and Market. Not a new line, but I keep restocking it as long as I can. So this is the rub-ons that go with that line. These colors are very similar to what was used, because it's Joni Bain. She designs for 49 and Market. Similar colors to what she used in Little Celebrations, Little Dreamers, and now Little Dreamers, Sugar, and Spice. So these will actually match 4 lines. One Perfect Day, Little Celebrations, Little Dreamers, and then Sugar, Spice. So technically 5. So we got those in. And then one more of the little wedding accessories. I did notice the other day over in the Doodlebug dish, Rhonda Rashi, thank you Rhonda, made the cutest card with these. So she shared a few different ways that she used this set. So be sure and pop over to the Doodlebug dish and check those out. But she used her new wedding accessories die. I think she bought it last Friday maybe. Water bowls, you've got it. I think these are so fun. And of course, a lot of you are going to love that they're pink, but they collapse. It's nice that way you can keep it, at your desk, rinse it out very easily. It's going to clean easily too, because you can collapse it, get in there. If you've got any gunk in the bottom, get the gunk out really easy peasy. And they're $4. So gotta love the price point on those. And that, friends, believe it or not, that is it. teeny tiny. I like the bottom ruffled. Yes, I love that too, because you've got a regular cup that you keep at home, and so whenever you put your brush in there, it just kind of, you rub it around in there, but it just swooshes water. At least this way, it's going to help to get the gunk out, because that's what those little bristles are, or those little bumps are. Those are to clean the bristles of your brush. There's 4 different ones. That way, as you rub it around through here, it's going to clean it differently. It's going to hit the surfaces different. So it's going to get the gunk out of your brush easier and hopefully better. How much is the wedding accessories? Oh, you guys are, okay. Sorry, Melanie. I need another price check. Let's see here. Wedding accessories. I know what they should be about. Yep, $20. That's what I was thinking. They're $20.39. It's like this set size is usually about $20. So there's wedding accessories. Flip it over again so you can kind of see there's the cake right there. And a little bit, oh yeah, shown at 70%. So a little bit bigger than what you see on the packaging here. All right, well, friends, that is our Friday Live. So little restock from the warehouse, but again, like I said, it had new stuff in it. So new for today from the warehouse is the Vicky Bouton stitched florals stencils, the little water bowl from Ranger, and the deck plate embossing folder from Lisa Horton. Graphic paper we haven't had in a long time, so that's kind of new. This film tangle, that was new. And the basketball 6x6. So I say restock, but more than half of it was brand new from the warehouse. So that was our little warehouse order. And then we've got our Great Le Pen restock. So our pen section is going to be so much better. That bowl will be perfect for wood painting brushes. Definitely. I mean, it's just going to be a great little bowl. And at $4, you can keep ones in different areas. You can keep one in the garage if you wanted to. You can keep one, like I said, throw one in the car, as just an emergency water bowl. Because as I was talking about that with the girls the other day, I'm like, you know what? I don't have an emergency water bowl in the car for Phoebe, just in case. It's easy for me to, I keep a bottle of water in there for emergencies, but if I need her to drink, she's not great about lapping from the side. She doesn't drink out of a hose. She's scared of hoses. You can thank her human brothers for that. So I think that's going to be just a great little thing for me just to stick in the car just in case for emergencies for her. And then also we got the bookmarks in today. So packs of 10s on there. Deck plate, you've got it, Miss Joanne. And then that's it. Like I said, little bitty live today. But boy, this little bitty live sure did cost me a lot of money. Restocking that guy. But isn't it pretty? I just love a full pen container. Alrighty, friends. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me a little bit today here on our What's New Today at the Doodlebug. I already gave you a little teaser of what's behind me back there. So next week we're going to be showing you Uniquely Creative. So that will be checked in. I can't show you until the 1st. And then what else got ordered? So we ordered Petticoat Parlor. You guys knew that though. I placed an order this morning. I placed a multi-crafts order. So that is, that's a company that carries a little bit of everything, and they've got some good stuff, and their pricing is a little bit lower. So multi-crafts, it's like if you were doing different tiers, they're kind of your middle to lower tier as far as price point goes. But that's because I can't order things in 3s or 4s. I'm ordering in 12s, 36s, and 48s. So I have to go a lot deeper on those to get a better price point for you guys. So I placed that order, and I felt like there was something else that I ordered too, but I just restocked from the warehouse. So yeah, so I worked on some orders for you guys as well. Also up on the website, I have got the travel kits done and assembled, and the paperwork all done for your inserts for travel diaries, mini albums. Those are done. Glimmer and Glee cards, got those ready to go. Those are done. Believe it or not, we are waiting on white cardstock. The warehouse is out of thick white cardstock. How is that possible? Like they don't have any 110 pound, and I need 110 pound for those kits. I had a few sheets here and everything else I've got is 80 pound. So I'm gonna rob my stash at home so I can fill your kits, and then we'll get some more in hopefully very soon. So I got those kits done for you as well, because that's kind of what I did today. So, alrighty friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me a little bit and for joining me all week long on our lives. I will see you guys next week, probably on Tuesday, for another What's New at the Doodlebug. And until then, you can always comment on here. You can send me messages, and then that way we will get everything. Oh, did you say new Vicky Booten dies? Oh, so Vicky Booten not dies, Sharon. I got in the stencils. I see Doodlebug Security. Yes, she is, right? Doodlebug Security. Oh, I just dropped my favorite pen out of my pocket. I gotta go back and get that. Yes, Doodlebug Security. Let me flip around so you can see. Like the forest did spell this little off-road car. I will look into that. Pam, they do have cars. They're more classic cars. There used to be a little convertible car that a gnome sat in, but I think they discontinued that guy. I'll have to see if I can find something for you on that one. That one I will have to look into. So here's the Doodlebug Security they're talking about. So yep, can't show you what's in the box because it is top secret. I need to take a picture of her on there and post that and tag them. They will think that's so funny. Lisa Horton always comments on a lot of my stuff because she has a gray kitty. Now she's got one of those like little flat-faced, are you trying to bite me? Little flat-faced and super fuzzy ones. Oh my gosh, he's beautiful. But she's always, commenting on my stuff since we both have gray cats, which I think is super, super sweet of her. All right, Miss Sharon, this was one of the Vicky Booten sets we had talked about, the stitched florals. So I got those in this order. The other one I think is out of stock, back order. So there are those. So yes, I did say Vicky Booten, but not dies. Got your stencils that you're wanting. Alrighty, friends. Well, I think that was my last comment. Looking for like a Jeep look. Okay, Pam, I'm going to look and see. Elizabeth Crafts used to have a Jeep. They did. I don't know if it's too big, though, for the critters that you've been working with. You're getting a lot of shouts out saying you can't block from sneaky peeks. You're not allowed to block from sneaky peeks. Isn't she just so stinking cute? She was so funny today. Connor was here. And so while he was here to see her, she was being very bad in the back room. Meowing and just being super, super bad. So she does. Yeah, the higher the better. She's definitely thinks she's the stuff around here. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Remember, we are here tomorrow, which is Saturday, 10 to 3. Closed on Sunday, and then we'll be back here on Monday from 10 to 5. So you guys take care. Have an amazing weekend. I'm going to be hopefully outside in my garden, taking care of pulling some weeds because we've had like torrential downpours here lately. So that way we can do some weeding in the garden. Sorry, moving something. But as I'm walking around, I'm like, oh, gotta move that. I'm doing some weeding in the garden, playing with my flowers a little bit. Yeah, so that's what my weekend is going to entail. I do have a mini album to finish up for you guys, so hopefully I will get that done. Oh, I'm so glad I said that. I have got to do my Glimmer and Glee kit. So I'm taking Glimmer and Glee home tonight too. Alrighty, friends, you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.